Welcome back, Matadors. This is Mr. Science. We're still going over the Big Ideas Math Chapter 2 review exercises. This is item number 23. You'll see the two figures in blue and red on the Big Ideas Math question. It would read the two figures are, this is key, they are similar, so you know for sure they're similar. Find the ratios, and this is another bit of information you're going to need to keep in mind. Red to blue. Okay, they want the ratios red to blue. Now that might be a little tricky because if you notice on the actual problem, it gives you the blue to red. It gives you the blue first and then the red. So it's asking you for red to blue. So just be extra cautious and please pay close attention to detail. But we're going to find the ratios of, again, red to blue of the perimeters and the areas. And we're going to have to write these ratios as fractions in simplest form. So you're only given two different measurements, the lengths of each rectangle. The blue one is 16, the red one is 28 meters. Let's go ahead and just recall two bits of information. So in pink, in this area here, remember when you're talking about perimeter, we're talking about a unit of length or a single dimensional measurement. So when we're coming up with this ratio that we need of red to blue, so it's going to be, again, red to blue, all we're going to do is we're going to write down the numbers that we see. So we have a 28, and then we have a 16. Okay, but it does ask for it in simplest form. So we have to reduce those numbers down by dividing by their greatest common factor. So they have a 4 in common. So if we divide both numbers by 4, we should get the ratio in simplest form. So that should be 7 over 4. So this is the ratio of perimeters in simplest form. It's 7 over 4. Now, when we're talking about areas, so ratios of areas, we're talking about a measure of space. So it's space. Okay, how much space does this rectangle take up? And it takes 2 dimensions, 1 dimension and 2 dimensions. Okay, it takes 2 dimensions. That's why it's a 2-dimensional measurement. And that's why when we use this ratio of 7 over 4, we know that's the ratio of the red to blue in simplest form. We need to do something to it in order to find the ratio of their areas. Now, since it's 2-dimensional, remember what you're going to end up doing is you're basically going to square, right, each of those numbers. So you basically have 7 times 7 and 4 times 4. And that'll get you the ratio that you're going to use for its areas. So you end up with 49 over 16. Okay, so you have the ratio of perimeters, 7 to 4, and then you have the ratio of the areas, which is 7 squared over 4 squared, which is 49 over 16. Thank you for your time.